Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising. Watch the video with your suggested sound. It was reminding me of like high school days. So just check it out. The video right before this page. But you're all grown up now. I just heard, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. The Emperor, but you're all grown up now. Okay, Two of Cups. Maybe, per the suggested sound, maybe like you could have liked someone since like high school, just vibe with me. Or you wanted a certain type of relationship since like high school. And even the way I'm using the word like since like high school, you know, I don't know, just vibe with it. And now you finally have the maturity or the understanding to experience some sort of soulmate connection. And I do really want to urge that this really doesn't have to be about love. Like you could have liked a career. Let me clarify. Yep. With the Queen of Swords, I got the Judgment card, Libra energy, a career, Ace of Cups. But you just weren't mature enough to really step into it. Same for a lover. Let me clarify the Ace of Cups because it's kind of giving love. Five of Cups. Oh, it could be someone like that you let get away or they let you get away. Six of Wands. And now they see you winning. But here, it flipped up like this while I was shuffling. It's like you've grown, you've evolved. You've evolved into the person that's ready for something like this. Let me clarify the Emperor. What does this have to do with anything? Eight of Pentacles. Okay, I love the work vibe. Temperance card. King of Wands. You could have had the opportunity. So it was a dream of yours, yes, but you could have also had the opportunity to step into a leadership position a long time ago. Knight of Pentacles, yeah. And you could have opted out of taking that position of leadership. Follow me. 222 on the timer too. Because you didn't feel like you were experienced enough. A similar story. Eight of Wands. But now the opportunity is coming in quickly. And it's not that you didn't feel like you were good enough. You just really wanted to work on a craft that would help develop your skills for that. Okay, bet. Let me just say you had an opportunity to become a project manager. I almost said monitor. So a project manager, right? But instead of doing that, you decided that you would work in nonprofits to see how the projects work. But now you're ready to be the project manager. You get what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Let me clarify the Two of Cups. It's going to be something that's very fitting, and I love that for you. The Sun card, Leo energy. Cancer, you're the moon. Leo is the sun. You're the super gods, okay? I don't want to go too crazy, but it brings you a lot of joy. Not only that, but it also gives you a significant amount of freedom. I love that for you. So you can care about them or care about this job, but you also don't have to fully commit all of your time to it. Like you still have time for yourself, or you may like live separately from this person, something like that. Seven of Wands, the Death card. Let me clarify the Eight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. You're going to have to continue to like allow yourself to realize that you are ready to take on this role. The Death card came out with the Seven of Wands. Why? King of Cups. Because like you don't have to defend the version of you that wasn't ready. You're now ready. It's so interesting. I was just learning about philosophies of time and how they exist in East Africa, and how East African philosophies do not believe in the idea of the future. It's only the present events, the very near future that is caused by the present events, forgive me, and the recent past, and then the distant past that exists forever. So because there's such eternity to the distant past, right? And I've been referencing high school, and you may be fresh out of high school. I don't really know if this reading is for you. I feel like I'm talking to someone who's older, right? They are settled into their adulthood. But I think you're like, you may like defend, you may be defensive about the fact that you're ready. Or, I want to do a big or let me clarify, Knight of Cups, it could be like another Cancer maybe, but a Scorpio or a Pisces coming in, and you're just like, I don't want the tumultuous energy. I'm sorry, that's not funny. It's not funny at all, because I think you're dead serious. But you're like, you're able to handle a Piscean love right now. Clarify that. Scorpio or Pisces, the High Priestess, and the Fool. You just don't know, like your ego doesn't want to risk anything. And I feel that. It's associated with you not wanting to become the project manager because you didn't feel like you were ready. 608. Second time I looked at the timer with this 5 energy right here, actually. But it's time for your ego to have a different expression. You can get stuck in being a master of the pros and cons, or like a master of the person that acts within the project, but now it's time for you to oversee it. All right, next up for the Cancers. This is really interesting. So let me go back to that statement of time though. So you can't really have worries about the distant future with you and this person, according to East African philosophy. That's what I was just learning about. You can only be in the present and affect maybe like tomorrow or next week or a month to come. And you can use everything that you learned in the past to affect your present. But as far as worrying about the distant future, you haven't experienced what is needed to mold the distant future. Does that make sense? Okay, bottom of the deck. Be happy. That's what I just heard. Don't worry. Pew, 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 pew. I felt like whistling could have been a bit intrusive. All right. Clarifying the Ace of Cups. Yeah. I already clarified with the 5 of Cups. And I feel like you could be worried that this will not work out. But with the 6 of Cups, just go ahead and accept the flowers, accept the phone call, accept the attention and time. Not really time, because it's something about time. Cancer, maybe 801 as I'm getting this out, like maybe with the 9 of Cups, you worry that your happiness can be affected if you invest time. But I don't want you to consider the investment of time in this reading. Instead, I want you to receive the compassion and the passion and the pleasant emotions that you get in the now. Okay. Outcome, 833. More in this expressive energy. Outcome, give me 5 cards. How about that? The Tower card, more Scorpio energy. The Hangman, giving into letting go. 3 of Pentacles, I'm happy to see that as it pertains to career. 10 of Wands, okay, we knew that. 6 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, the Devil card. So this is Saturn in Capricorn. It's not just Capricorn, it's Saturn in Capricorn. So it's about you being disciplined in the way that you perceive of relationships and the way that you show up in relationships, because Capricorn rules your house of relationships, okay? There's going to be big change that you need to give into. You need to work with another person. It will not be quote unquote easy, but it will be reciprocal. So don't worry. Offer a little dub, keep it going.